Bienvenidos. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Salik, and in this corner of the internet we talk about all things mindset, self-love, inner glow, and anything in between. So if you're feeling froggy, you might as well jump and subscribe to my channel. Please and thank you. We'd love to have you here. Alright, so let's get right into it. I know you've seen it. I know you've heard it. It's literally going viral like everywhere. I've literally been seeing it on all of my social medias right now. It's the winter arc. And as overwhelming as the amount of videos that are coming out about this is, you know that playtime is over. It's time to get to work, baby. No, because there are so many videos about the winter arc already, the winter arc challenge already. This video is going to be all about the inner work you'll need in order to stay disciplined, see ridiculous progress, and max out your potential well before the New Year's. Because there are so many videos, I just wanted to make a video that was more about the inner work that you'll need to match the outer work for this challenge. Anyways, let's get started. It's official, guys. Fall is here and we have 3 months, give or take, till 2025. The countdown is on. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. A lot of things can happen between now and January 1st. I know that 3 months isn't a long time, but trust me when I say miracles happen every single day. So it's up to you to be open, willing, and ready to hit the ground running. I mean, I'm not hating, but why are we immediately jumping to winter? How are we forgetting fall? Fall just started. Fall just started. Let's put some respect on autumn's name, okay? It seems like we're all rushing to the finish line, and that's no way to make attainable and sustainable progress. You'll literally burn out or give up if you haven't already, before you even start seeing progress. But I digress. Listen, this will be by far the most important section of the video. If you take nothing else away from this, listen to what I'm saying here and apply these techniques. Our self-concept is everything. It's essentially what you believe to be true about yourself as well as the world around you. It has everything to do with what you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, what you assume to be true about yourself, how you see yourself. And this ties into the law of assumption, which states that whatever you believe to be true is what our reality will be. So you're basically a mirror, and your life will show you anything that you believe to be true. It will reflect whatever you feel inside, whatever you assume to be true, whatever you believe, whatever you feel out into your world. You are what you think. Whether you believe you can or you can't do something, you're right. Our minds don't know the difference. Our minds aren't the enemy. They're literally just tools that can help us achieve everything we want in life. Everything starts with an idea, with a belief. When you believe something is possible, doors open up to start proving that truth correct. You're presented with people, places, situations, and opportunities that solidify that belief, which reinforces it and makes it even stronger, and vice versa. So in order to get what you want, you have to start thinking like the person who already has it. And once you start thinking it, you start to become it. And in that process, you begin to align and attract those desires to you. Now, the key here, the little formula here to make this actually work in your favor is to be consistent, a little bit delusional, and definitely be stubborn with what it is that you want. You cannot waver, otherwise it's not going to work and you're not going to see progress and you're not going to stick to it. I get it. It's hard, okay? In the beginning, it's going to be so freaking hard. Most people are like,
oh, I'll believe it when I see it. But
that is the worst thing that you could possibly do for yourself when it comes to chasing and attracting and aligning with your dreams. This inevitably hinders all of your blessings because you don't believe that they are possible for you, which, like I said before, is key to attracting your goals. But in order to start getting everything you want, you have to become the I believe it, then I see it type. Movement towards your desires starts to happen the moment you start thinking and believing you already have what it is that you desire and trusting it to come to you. Think about it like this. Imagine that you have a bike. What will happen if you don't support the bike? Like, what will happen if you don't kick out the stand? It'll fall over. What happens if you don't physically support the bike with your weight? It'll fall over. Now imagine riding it. When will the bike start moving? When you start pedaling. It won't otherwise. It follows your direction. You understand what I mean, right? If you're not riding, you're not moving. And the bike is waiting on your command. The same with manifesting and working towards and attracting and aligning with your goal. Your reality is waiting on you to change it, for you to move, not the other way around. You're the one who decides if you get what you want or not. Decide by believing and thinking in your favor. Here are two powerful ass techniques that I personally use in my own life to start aligning and attracting all of my goals and all of my desires to me. Number 1, mental dieting and saturating your mind. This is basically getting rid of all the junk and the clutter in your mind, i.e. your negative thoughts, the limiting beliefs, the hesitations, the doubts, and replacing them with better, more positive, and favorable ones until they stick. Till it's literally second nature for you to think positively about your situations, about your goals, about your progress. I know this can be a little challenging, but it's only challenging because you haven't done it before. Your mind is comfortable with the thoughts that you program it with every single day. So it's going to take effort and time for you to replace those thoughts with better ones. For me personally, I like to listen to affirmations and subliminals all throughout the day because I'm the type of person who's always thinking something and my thoughts always tend to stray from one end of the spectrum to the other. So this basically keeps me focused and concentrated while I'm going about the rest of my day. You know what I mean? The point is, you need to be saturating your mind with the thoughts of having what it is that you want. You're basically reminding yourself that you have your desire till it becomes your new fact. The second technique is visualization meditations. I was actually watching another video the other day from a different creator on YouTube. Her name is Life by Lucy, I believe. She explains how powerful the little space of consciousness between being asleep and being awake is. Our subconscious minds are like at their peak of susceptibility, meaning they're the most vulnerable to reprogramming, and it'll make these new thoughts more likely to stick. Whatever your thoughts are at the end of the day, roll over and basically program your thoughts for the new day ahead. Well, anyways, she's got this whole playlist of meditations that I'm working through right now, and I'm enjoying them thoroughly. I will put them in the description box below, and you can check it out. Or if this doesn't tickle your fancy, you could try every morning when you wake up for 1 to 5 minutes, visualize at least one scene of you achieving whatever goal you have in mind, and then play that scene on repeat in your head until the timer is up. You need to physically put yourself in the scene and act it out as if you've already accomplished it. This not only primes your mind to believe this is happening currently, because our subconscious minds don't know the difference between reality and imagination, but it also sets you in a great mood to take on the day and put in the work. Here are some honorary mentions. Alright, section 2, making the decision and committing. I'm sure the majority of us can remember a time when our parents would be like,
I've made my decision and that's final.
you most likely didn't question it and you did what you were told. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to have that same energy going into this challenge. When you make a rule, this is your promise to stick to it daily. And I need you guys to take this so seriously. You don't understand how important it is to keep your word. It shows that you actually give about yourself and you take yourself seriously. Every time you decide to keep it, you're showing up for yourself and you're proving to you that you are worthy of being trusted. Self-trust and self-belief goes such a long way. Make a list of rules and non-negotiables. This is a list of things you'll commit to daily that basically move the needle towards your goal or your goals. Now, I know there's a lot of ambitious folk out there that have like 1,000,001 rules and non-negotiables they want to write down, but I need y'all to be realistic. Choose no more than like 5 or 6, and once you really nail those down, then you can start adding in other ones. But right now, you need to focus and hone in on the 5 or 6 tasks that will move the needle and push you closer to your goals every single day. And this might take some actual brain work, so you might want to sit down and actually ask yourself, what's going to move the needle the quickest to my goals? What's going to push me and get me the most progress before January begins? Any more than that, and most likely you will get overwhelmed and you're going to give up on committing to it because it's just too much for you to handle. It really does help when your non-negotiables are things that coincide with getting you closer to what you want. That way you're being productive instead of being busy. For example, if your goal is to lose weight and get in shape, then your non-negotiables or rules should reflect that. So that would look like choosing a diet, going to the gym, getting more steps in daily, upping your water intake, vitamins, etc., etc. It's up to you, but make sure that it's actually worth your time. Ooh, okay guys, this one's a super big one. Your identity ties back into your self-concept. What you think of you, what you feel about yourself, what you say to yourself. The mind hears all, and it will reflect what's the most dominant and prominent back into your life. I'm gonna keep saying it until it sticks. You are what you believe you are. Your mind doesn't know the difference. So in order to achieve things that you've never achieved, you're going to have to become someone who achieves those things. Your goals are going to cost the old version of yourself. Think about that version of you who has everything that they want. How do they behave? How do they act and react or respond to certain situations? What's their mindset like? You need to make a list of everything that comes to mind and put it somewhere you can see it daily, so it can also serve as a reminder to the version of you that you're stepping into. And when you catch yourself going back to those old habits and mindsets and beliefs, remind yourself of who it is that you are becoming, who it is that you are stepping into. And you will solidify this new identity that you're about to embody with your new mindset and with the actions to go along with it. Next is your mission statement. We've only got 3 months, give or take, until 2025. You literally can't around anymore if you want what you want as badly as you say you do. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but that's because you haven't done it before, not because you can't do it. So, in order to stay in the game, you need to have a clear why. Why are you doing this? Why are you willing to go on this challenge and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation in the first place? How will your life change when you succeed? Once you have your why statement, refer back to it every single time you feel yourself wavering, getting stuck, or wanting to quit. This statement has to be stronger than your excuses, than your mistakes, than your laziness, than all of your past actions and habits and mindsets. Section 3, mindset shifts to keep you disciplined
and locked the in.
You need to stop playing small. 3 months is a short time. You don't have time to be doing the bare minimum and being shy. You gotta step to the plate and be ready to swing. Yeah, it's gonna be scary, but the only way to gain confidence in the journey and in the progress to reaching your goals is by experiencing that discomfort and choosing to keep going. Confidence is an action before it's a feeling, so you need to learn to embrace it. The more you do it, the easier it gets. You learn from your mistakes and you come back stronger next time. Become a forever student. You're always learning whether you acknowledge it or not. Learning does not stop when you get out of school. Learning does not stop when you graduate. How else will you improve if you're not constantly learning? You should be seeing every experience and every moment as a chance to learn something new or revise what you've already learned. There is always something to learn, and these nuggets of knowledge that appear in our day-to-day lives make the most difference in how we show up. Experience is key. The best teacher is action. Planning and thinking you're gonna do something produces no results. And you'll be stuck wondering where the time went and why you haven't reached any of your goals yet. Learn to prioritize immediately applying yourself and the knowledge you've collected. The more you try, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll improve the next time you try. Small wins are big wins. Small wins are still wins. Literally never underestimate them. Pat yourself on the back for even the smallest step forward. Each one is considered a win. When you start focusing on them, you start seeing the progress every single where you look. This is going to keep you going because our minds love rewards. Our minds love positive feedback. So make it a habit to start locking in on all of your wins regardless of how they look. And a great tip for this is to make a list of all your wins throughout the day. And at the end of the week, when you're reflecting on your progress, go through your list and see how much progress you've made. Because in the moment, it is so hard to see how far you've come. But when you take a moment to step back and look at it, you're just like, damn, it feels really good. Fear isn't a fact. Humans have quite the knack for imagining the worst, absolute worst case scenario before it can even happen. How come we can't use that same energy to think of exciting outcomes, of happy situations, of favorable results? Fear tends to outweigh the excitement in people, even though they're based on the same chemicals. Isn't that crazy? So your job is to see that fear and turn it on its head. It can literally be as simple as saying, no, that's not my truth, or wrong, everything works in my favor. And you keep repeating that to yourself till the fear disappears and you just go for it. Sometimes that fear won't disappear until you go for it. Either way, fear is not fact. Remind yourself of all the good that could come from your situations instead of overthinking and doubting and hesitating. Y'all, embarrassment is a choice. You shouldn't care what others think, and I know it's hard. We've grown up in a society where the external approval really does outweigh our own validation. But the thing is, getting what you want is gonna feel uncomfortable, but it's only uncomfortable because you've never done it before. Not that you're unworthy, not that you're undeserving. Learn to embrace the cringe. This means you're growing. This means you're evolving. This means you are getting closer and closer to what it is that you want. And that alone should be your focus. That should make you so excited. Like, who cares if they laugh? Baby, you're about to get what you want. And them, they're gonna be sitting there gagged because you got everything that you wanted and they wasted more time burying their nose in your business instead of worrying about their own. And it's giving clownery. Every L you take is a lesson, not a loss. Your L's are literally blessings in disguise. Listen, you've basically been handed a cheat sheet on how to win because you tried versus the person who didn't try and didn't receive any new knowledge on how to move forward, so therefore, they just gave up. There's something you need to learn in order to move forward. Figure out what it is and use it to come back stronger. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Stop putting all of your attention on the entire staircase. I need you to focus on the first step in front of you so you don't get overwhelmed. I'd also like to note that while yes, you'll be saturating your mind and meditating, it's important that you detach from the goal. Those saturation sessions are basically just a reminder to yourself that you already have what it is that you want. Listen, desperation repels your desires. It's stinky, literally sends a signal to the universe that basically says you don't have what you want and you're operating from a place of lack. And the best way to detach is by focusing on the process. You already have what you want, so now you're just living out your life and showing up in a way that feels authentic to you, that's aligning you to your goals and moving the needle to get you there faster, i.e. bringing it to your reality. Do what you want. All right? People are gonna talk whether you're doing good or bad. Pay them no mind. They're just projecting their own fears, insecurities, doubts, worries onto you and onto the world. You focus on you and your vision. This challenge is literally for you to level up and start your 2025 off right. You do not have time to be worrying about what other people are saying and thinking. It's gonna be tough, but you gotta understand that the only validation and approval you need is your own. You're here to make yourself proud first and foremost. Become the person your higher self approves of and your inner child gushes over. Guys, I need you to enjoy yourself. This journey will be as difficult as you make it, and you need to learn how to embrace it for what it is and make the most out of it. Sure, not every day is going to be 100%. You're human. Do what you can to keep moving forward because all movement is what? Good movement. Continue to think in your favor, learn to live in the moment, and this could look like romanticizing your life and your routines and making time for your joy. The journey will suck if you're all work and no play. This is all temporary, guys. Time is passing either way. Think about all the other circumstances and situations that you faced in the past, some of them good, some of them bad, but you made it through anyways. They never last. So accept it for what it is and choose to keep going and growing anyways. And finally, here are some affirmations I want to leave you with so that this will be the most transformative winter arc yet. I can do anything I put my mind to. I deserve to live the life of my dreams. I can make anything happen. I am worthy of my goals. I am successful in everything I do. I embrace every challenge that comes my way. I am on the next level. My growth is skyrocketing. I am achieving my goals. I have set a new standard for myself. I have what it takes to make my dreams come true. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. Comment down below what your plans are for this winter arc and what mindset shift or any techniques that you're going to use from this video to help support you on your journey. I'd love to hear from you. And just a reminder, mindset plus action equals success. You can literally achieve anything you want in these next couple of months. It is so freaking possible. Stop telling yourself you gotta wait until next year. Stop telling yourself you're gonna wait until Monday. Start now. It's time to switch it up. And it's just gonna take you locking in and getting after it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.